Alright guys, we are back with another episode of Let's Play Planet Coaster at Planko Gardens. Today we are going to be finishing off this burning forest area that we started last episode with the modern GCI. And I thought this would be the perfect place to put in a log flume. So I wanted this to be kind of like an early attraction. Pretty much the ride that was down here before this was built that got all the crowds down into this area. This was the main attraction for a while. So yeah, this would have been like an original ride, and you know, everyone loves a log flume. It's gonna go outside of the park into the road over here, the service road, and the first half of the ride is gonna take place on this side of the road, so the opposite side of the park. You're kind of gonna be exploring out into the woods a bit, out into the territory that the family coaster went into. Not much, pretty small first drop. Obviously you want the grand finale drop to come second. It swivels its way to the positioning, the correct positioning over here, does the splashdown, little turnaround, and then back this way into the brakes. So yeah, this is a pretty good layout that I like so far. Then we're also going to be putting in a food court area right here. Just wanted to make it not square. A lot of things I've been making are square, like, you know, on this side of the park I kind of changed it up a little bit with this building, not so much any other buildings though. Everything is pretty squared off. This is going to be a bit more diagonal, a little change, just to make it a little different, and I don't know, make it look a little more natural. Most parks don't just go off of rectangles, they'll build stuff on angles, you know, nothing's perfect. And then also, we are going to be building a pretty nice little entrance area over here. And I have some ideas for what I want to do over here, including like a pretty cool like water effect ride sign. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it right now, but it's going to have something to do with fire, obviously, as we are in the burning forest area. It's going to be a little weird having a log flume themed to fire, but, you know, it's also not going to be themed. It's just a general name, probably some light theming around, cheap work, you know. So, yeah, I'll show you what's going to be done in the next clip. Once again, it's going to be another 2-part episode, and the next episode we're going to be starting the left side of the amusement park, which will most likely be the biggest part of this park. So yeah, I'll show you how everything looks when it's done. Alright guys, so we are finished now with the log flume, and I gotta say, I am so happy with how this thing turned out. It looks great. I will show you guys obviously some off-ride and on-ride footage at the end of the episode, but let's start out as this area is pretty much done. I realized that this is really a nice little view over here, that it gets really close to the queue line, so I wanted to keep that kind of vibe of like it's dug down into the ground and surrounded by foliage and trees and such, you know. Put these park picnic tables in here. I love this entrance to the area right here. Some good views right here. I know in the last clip you guys saw, I had these kind of sticking out, so I decided to put some water effects in on the concrete edges that were sticking out, and luckily when you're on the ride you don't see them anymore now, so it looks pretty good. Surrounded the pool by rocks and stuff. Didn't want it to be just a concrete pool completely, I guess. So yeah, it's a little more natural there. I finished the what's it called, food court area, so I called this one 5 Alarm Eats, going with that, you know, fire station theme. Went with ribs and fries, as well as over here in this building wanted to create a bit of an elevation change in the height of the buildings, just to, you know, change it up. We got Chief Beef and Professor Worst over here, so good food over here. We got this station that I built. I'm gonna I'm gonna fix this. I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do down there, but that'll be fixed in a few minutes. But this station is really simple. I just wanted a simple station for the log flume because this, you know, it's not supposed to be the main attraction in this area anyway. This entrance. So I decided to go with the name Fire Hydrant Falls. I felt, you know, Fire Hydrant Falls makes sense. So yeah, I put a little water effect here with this fire hydrant, just like over by the water effects on the ride. And I really planted this area up nicely. The only thing that I am going to consider doing is putting some more stuff over here, because I don't like how you're just looking at all this backstage stuff, you know. So I think I might put some trees, or maybe even a fence. You know, a fence could look pretty good up here, just blocking you off from the backstage. Other than that, the queue is pretty short, but this is gonna be a high capacity ride. There's a lot of logs on this, so it'll move through people quick. It's also not that long of a ride, so it should be fine. But yeah, this area of the queue back here is supposed to be really like hidden. I don't want anyone knowing about this back area, you know. It's supposed to be immersed completely right before you're getting on the ride that you're in, you know, a forest. So yeah, that's how it's looking right now. And with that being complete, other than here, I'll just show you, nothing really went out here. Pretty much just finished foliage and, you know, the terrain. But other than that, for this episode, we are now done with the center and the right half of the park. We just got the left half till this park's done, which will include 3 more coasters. So we have 3 coasters left, probably 4 to 5 episodes left, and then the final park tour. So yeah, this park's coming along really well, and this might be one of my favorite attractions in the park so far, just because of how naturally it kind of fits in to this area. I don't know. You guys let me know how you think, or what, not how you think, what you think about how this turned out. And if you have any suggestions on stuff I could change, just let me know. I'm always open to I can't speak today. Suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions, and I just want to make, you know, the best park possible here. So thank you for watching this episode of Let's Play Planet Coaster. I will be showing you off-ride and on-ride footage right now, and I will see you guys next week when we start the next coaster on the left side of the park. See ya.